Hello everybody, it's Brian here, the DVD Penguin, and it's my great pleasure to be back on the show, albeit for this tiny little section at the start, to welcome you officially to the Halloween Movie Lighthouse Christmas Halloween Special. Take it away, Laurie.
Good evening and welcome to the Movie Lighthouse Halloween Christmas Spectacular. Am I all right to do that? To kind of fuse the two, seeing that we're the 20th of December right now?
Oh man, what's happened? Where did we go wrong?
We did so well up until October.
Holy Christ. I think we've recorded like 3 episodes this year in total.
I just don't know what happened.
No, it's been more than that.
So well.
Can you guess what episode we are on, though?
Well, I've got it written there.
5 points.
Well,
okay,
just...
Wyndham, can you
right.
guess what episode we're on? How many lumps of joy we've sent off into the audible ether?
Episode...
Yes.
50.
Oh!
No idea. 60. Go on.
Yeah, 66.
Yeah,
66, so it is quite near.
But that's a nice number for a Halloween Christmas spectacular, isn't it?
I wonder why you were coughing it. Right, I've also got I can tell you how many we've done this year. We've done, this
8.
will be our, oh no, Wyndham, you're wrong at everything today.
No way have we done 8.
Sorry. I'm like your old school teacher.
He died
12.
horribly.
I know. Well, I've been reading all about it.
Did you say 12?
Not that one. No, we've done 10. This will make it 12 if we do 2 films.
Are you freaking...
Sorry,
oh,
films. 6. We haven't done 12.
We've done 6. There we go. Not bad. But anyway, well done. Congratulations. And obviously, Halloween does actually mark a little bit of a birthday for us and all that. So well done, guys. I love you very much. We should do this far, far more often.
Totally silence. I want to say as well that one of the reasons that we are meeting here today like this in these circumstances is because I got a message. I was messaging JR and he dropped a message saying, "When are you gonna get an episode out?" So
He didn't, did he?
He did.
He totally didn't.
And he did. And he told us.
Love
JR.
JR.
He said, I do. He's like a fine wine. He gets better. He gets better and better with age.
Doesn't it just run out?
Got to be careful with that analogy because there's a tipping point at some point.
What? The wine goes sour?
Yeah, it turns to vinegar eventually.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
JR, don't do it.
Anyway, he was saying that we should do a review of the Doctor Who specials that have been on.
Sometimes I think there's something missing. Like I had something lovely. And it's gone. I lie in bed thinking, what have I lost?
I've got this friend called Donna Noble. I had to wipe her memory to save her life. No! If she remembers me, she will die. So what happens next? The spaceship crashes right in front of her. It's like she's drawing us in.
What the hell? We've got a bloody Martian in the shed!
Don't look! Me! Oh, here we go again. I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, then it is heading for Donna Noble.
Yeah, Tennant coming back. That's...
Got,
Are we cheating there? Is this cheating? And then first episode, real good fun. You know, the effects you can see. Obviously, Disney's come along and given them a couple of flipped them a couple of coins.
2 as well. I mean,
episode 2, brilliant. That was probably my favourite. That one.
Was it?
And then number 3 came out, and obviously Toy Master. You know, I love Doogie Howser.
Toy Maker, please.
Toy Maker, sorry.
It's very funny because he's based on a character from like 1965, 1966.
Yeah.
Played by, I think, Michael Gough.
That's it. Absolutely right. And it flashbacks.
But he was called the Celestial Toy Maker. He was dressed as a Mandarin. So they wanted to get rid of the racist elements.
Oh.
But they did have him like doing a German accent and stuff like that.
That's right.
So he is a bit racist. And at the end, I think David Tennant said, "Come with me, we could be celestial," which was quite funny.
That's right.
Yeah. And then Shooty Gatwa turned up.
But this is it. This is it. They are messing. Well, not messing, but there's like a real,
well, look,
core part of Doctor Who that, what happens. And they are,
hold on,
Russell T's come back in.
Hold on a minute.
From a commercial element and a popularity element, I can see why they're doing it, but that's quite pessimistic.
Can I just point out that Chris Chibnall with Jodie Whittaker, who I thought made a great Doctor Who, by the way, with Jodie Whittaker, he rewrote the whole of the fucking Time Lord history and said she wasn't even a Gallifreyan. She came from somewhere else.
Okay, so this kind of behaviour has happened before.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
But I'm not worried about it.
The fact is, Russell T Davies is working on his Whoniverse.
Yeah,
because he's going to have about 4 or 5 different shows out because he's got to put something on Disney. They're saying they want their money's worth.
Is that going to include Dr. Zeus's work as well?
Oh, maybe. And Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Yeah.
And the medics.
Dr. Zhivago.
Any doctor, really.
Kildare.
Wow. Not Dr. Crippen.
Dr. Acula. You want to bring it back to Halloween?
Nice.
Good. So we will wait and see what happens, but we're going to have a lot of Doctor Who. And
I think it's very
at the moment,
exciting times.
We have now got on all thingamajigs platforms, BBC and Disney. They've put all of the back catalogue on there now, with a few which have got it's called Tales from the TARDIS, I think, or something like that, where they've got the old companions and the old doctors like shamming it up in a memory TARDIS, looking at their old episodes. It's quite sweet.
No.
Well, no, it's like that. It is like that, but it's quite sweet as well. Because they say things to each other, which is any die-hard fan will love. So
brilliant.
It's all going on. I thought the episodes were okay. I wasn't a huge fan of them, to be honest.
I really liked them. I thought the second one was really good, and I got really excited when
if you like Catherine Tate and David Tennant,
he did the thing with the salt, and he said like creating a superstition at the edge of the universe, and he got all a bit concerned. I was like, that seems exciting, but what they did with it wasn't actually as good as what I was hoping it would be.
All he did was write something, which was a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, I've created a superstition at the end of the universe, therefore something bad's going to come through. That's just made up nonsense.
Yeah, but when they revisited it, he actually said he created
made up nonsense.
a game at the edge of the universe, so it actually changed as well. But anyway, blah 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 blah. Very good, very exciting times for the Who man guy.
And did you spot the reappearance of Bonnie Langford playing Mel from 1986? I think she played alongside Colin Baker. Only lasted a few episodes. Wasn't a popular companion by any stretch of the imagination, but
she manages to wind people up, does our Langford, apparently.
Well, she's all right.
I think she's all right, but she irritates, apparently. It's like hogweed. Right, where are we again?
Hallowchristmas.
Halloween Christmas. Okay, so this episode, owing to the writer's strike, quick disclaimer before we kick off.
Yeah, we're all right.
It was actually written by AI.
Do I have to pull out fucking thing because I've just deleted it from my computer?
AI. Yeah. What does it stand for?
It's my joke from Brian and Charles. I put it in another episode. But
did you?
Yeah.
Well, here it's
10 times.
An Idiot. It was written by an idiot. Anyway, spooky news.
Sorry, did I ruin your joke? I don't know what you're talking about.
I forced it in. It's in unruinable. This is like titanium.
I think it came in as rubble. It's fine.
Yeah. There you go. Spooky news. Do I bother talking about spooky news that happened around Halloween time?
How's it going?
A boy in Oklahoma caught a fish that had human teeth. True. October this year.
How do you know it's true? Have you seen this fish?
It was on Facebook.
It was on, yeah. My son watched The Shining.
Oh,
what did he think? What did he think?
he thought it was really good, and the music was a big thing for him. And he said it. I can't remember the word he used now. I think it was like it was making him feel ill. I think he said, but he loved it.
The music, particularly.
Yeah. Really stood out for him.
How does he feel about twin girls now?
Yeah, loved it. Big fan.
Very good.
Big fan of
Very
twins.
Big fan of the twins. Spooky news. I included in there. I wanted to flag to our 1 or 2 listeners. Obviously, the whole Disney, they upped their money charge. If you had a standard Disney Dewberry, I mean, everyone and their nan was offering you 6-9 months free, but that's all kind of fallen away now. Now Disney they want their dollar. Now's the time.
Yeah.
And so if you had a account, all of a sudden you'd get loads of adverts. You wouldn't have access to this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. So I figured out the best way to do it was just renew it for a full 12 months and you keep it at the same price.
Are you trying to get free Disney Plus or something? What are you
public service announcement?
No, the best way to do it, I kind of did like a Martin Lewis on it.
Pay for it like
but it's too late now anyway. The cut-off date has expired, blah. So all those people out there, bless them.
God, I'm glad you've got a job.
I am so glad. Christmassy news. I've got some. Mark Gatiss. Mark Gatiss is giving us another Christmas story this year. Yes, fantastic news.
Can I say the Blue Box podcast has already reviewed it?
Was it out? Oh, cool. I'll check that out.
Oh, no, they were reviewing some sort of Christmas horror episodes written by Mark Gatiss.
Oh,
I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
Clearly, you've kind of tripped yourself up there, mate.
But you've got your Kit Harington, your Mr. Snow in there. He's playing the lead.
On hard times.
And it's an Arthur Conan Doyle story called Lot 249. So it's a working of that. So that's exciting. Have you guys got any news in any description?
No.
I
had loads, but it's all out of date.
Yeah, me too.
We had a couple of deer in the back garden the other day.
Oh, beautiful!
Yeah. Looked
what time of day? In the morning with fog?
It was in the morning. Yeah, they wasn't foggy, but they were coming in for a little bit of breakfast.
You want to get your fences up, mate. You want to build your fences a bit higher. That's vermin.
We're not like that down here, mate.
We've got foxes in our garden. It sends the bassets wild. He went through the window again. He went through the back door again. No, it was a very bad experience this time because I was coming back from Egypt, and the person who was looking after him, didn't really look after him very well. But we've talked about that, haven't we, Wendy? So we don't have to worry about that anymore. But he was like losing a lot of blood, and we had to get into it. A&E.
Bloody hell! Just goes straight through the window. You need to get some of that special,
I've got stronger glass now.
Undog breakable glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So still glass, so he can see the foxes and go crazy.
Winds them up because the little one, the little basset, she puts her head through the cat flap and barks. It's quite funny, but it would Columbo doesn't have that pleasure, so he has to just bark. But the fox just walks past the front of the window on purpose.
What's it?
Wow. Well, it's an urban fox, that's why.
Yeah,
bold with brass.
Yeah.
So that's all the news I've got.
Totally just noticed you called your beloved dog Wyndham then by accident.
I know.
That was a really beautiful moment. I've come all over.
Either that or I look more and more like a basset.
Yeah, exactly.
Did Roscoe Pico Train have one?
He did have a basset hound, yes. Yeah.
Roscoe Pico Train, which brings us seamlessly to the beam.
Scotty, beam me up.
Surprise.
So, how was Wonka?
Yeah,
you liked it?
Wonka. Yeah, I liked it. It took me a little while just to tune into the fact it lacks the kind of menace of the other Wonka interpretations.
Which one? Oh, all of them.
Well, they both did actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I think. Yeah, I think in all, it's an entertaining little film. I'm a big fan of Tom Davis in it. He's just this huge kind of villainy type character. Olivia Colman, brilliant in everything she does, and Hugh Grant is having a renaissance.
Sorry,
really?
Yeah, for no reason.
Why?
Don't know.
So yeah, really enjoyed it. A big fan of the. Am I a big fan of? Don't know. I quite like the director. He's the same guy who did Paddington and Paddington 2, which
That's it.
actually are better. However, thoroughly enjoyable, well worth a watch.
Yeah,
Right.
I totally agree. And I fell in love with Willie. I think he's the
Yeah.
thing for me in this film. He's beautiful. He's so beautiful. And his eyes
sing
and
and dance.
smiling, and just the magician meeting the chocolatier, meeting the son, missing his mum. It kind of worked for me. There's some real moments. I managed to blubber a couple of times. The bit where he had the balloon and they were just soaring off. Oh, beautiful. I think the film suffers a little bit when it gets to like the end of the third act, kind of going into the final. It kind of slumps a little bit. And I think the evil cartel, the other three chocolate makers, chocolatiers. Yeah, I think they fail a little bit for me. They could have been a little bit better. But yeah, it jolly good fun. I loved it. My daughter gave it 10 out of 10.
Wow.
My son gave it an 8, and I gave it 8.5.
It's a good one.
And the music, very important, was written by Neil Hannon from the Divine Comedy. So yeah, and there's no like immediate, oh my god, that's going to be a banger. That's your Frozen there for you. None of that, but really good.
The person who played Seymour in my 1996 production of Little Shop of Horrors, went on Stars in Your Eyes as that guy from that person that you just mentioned.
Divine Comedy.
Went on as Neil Hannon.
Yeah,
that's a cool choice.
Did he win the episode?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
So he was merely your lead, not your friend.
Well, I wouldn't say. Well, I wouldn't say anything on the comments. It's too long ago.
You got too many friends, James. That's what it is. Have you got anything in your beam stuck right in it?
Yes, I was right on the edge of society, or the cutting edge of society, I should say, when I watched Leave the World Behind with Julia Roberts and other people.
Oh my, what possessed you to do that?
Well, it possessed me because it said it was good and I thought it was good. So there.
Oh.
It's in my beam. Yeah, it was all right. It was very tense. They said it was going to be tense. It was. But mainly because they made it tense. And it was tense, I suppose. Basically, it's about...
I'm getting a sense that it was tense.
Well, it was kind of sometimes...
Was it intense?
Look,
actually, like intense.
The point is,
film was
sometimes it was tense.
A campsite.
Sometimes it was tense and there wasn't any reason for it to be tense. They just made it tense. But sometimes
is that
it was
the correct tense, Wyndham?
Sometimes it was tense because it was genuinely tense because something had happened. For example, and this is like, I think in the trailer, but well, I haven't seen the trailer, but it's at the start, so I imagine it's very likely.
Yes, yeah.
A boat just starts coming onto the beach, but a massive one, liner, because basically all the internet disappears.
So it's like really subtle, and then you get that just tense after tense.
Yeah, and there's quite the girl in it, the daughter of Julia. She, quite funnily, is obsessed with the program Friends. And halfway through, I realised that she got a Rachel from Friends haircut. So there you go.
Nice detail.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Well, fancy that. What have I got stuck in my beam? Watched it freaking ages ago. She Will, 2001 by Charlotte Colbert. Basically follows an aging film star. She retreats to a Scottish countryside to recover from surgery. I think something to do with a bongos.
Sounds like Eyes Without a Face.
Well, yeah. No. Good God, no.
She recovered from surgery.
Well, yeah, I suppose because he sellotaped her face. Did he actually end up sellotaping her face to her?
He cut her face
off. Did he? He cut her face off. He didn't get to put it. Anyway, while she's out there, out in the wilderness of Scotland, you notice these strange forces of kind of like some sort of malevolent revenge in the woods, in the earth.
I have that when I go to Scotland.
Yeah.
I think it's the midges.
And it was basically where these witches were burned way back in the day. And it's all really dreamy and surreal, very, very good film. Quite powerful as well, I've written here. Dario, I found out when I was researching, Dario Argento was an executive producer. I love that guy, so that makes sense. Starring Alice Krieg, Katoa, I'm not even, Rupert Everett's in it. There you go, Rupert Everett's in it.
Malcolm McDowell is in it. Jonathan Harris. Layla
Harris.
Harris.
Yeah. Yes, Malcolm McDowell is in it. He plays a rotter. Yeah, absolutely right. Really good. She Will. I highly recommend it. There we are. Oh, can I just squeeze another cheeky one in? Just because I'm an MC, I'll be really quick. It's called Minder.
These are edit this bit out, James.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Minga. Did you say it's called Minga?
No, it's Minder. It's one of those films where you say,
Minder. Do you mean Minder?
It's not Minder. I think you say Wyndham. How do you say this? Meander.
Minder.
What? Why does he get to answer it?
Because he's the man of the
I'm the resident pronunciational person.
Pronunciation. But he gets everything wrong. That's the only problem with him. So, it's like one of those films that you stay up a little bit too late and you just bump.
Meander. It's fucking Meander, isn't it? It's not Minder. Were you doing that on purpose?
Right, Minder.
It's Meander. What's the film about?
2000,
why is it called
2020 it came out,
yeah,
right?
And why is it called that title?
Because basically a woman's just walking along right at the beginning, but then something happens and she's just in this really, really tiny tunnel. And that's the whole film.
So she's like meandering through this tunnel.
Yes.
It's called Meander.
This
but as she goes, she gets meander and meander.
She gets meander and meander and all these sort of weird challenges and things that she has to unlock. And it's really, really good. It's one of those films that you're just, you don't love it. It's not changing the world. You just bump into it and it's solid, good, old school. It's got that old school kind of fun to it. It's an idea and I think it's really good fun. Weirdly, like 4 years ago, I had exactly that dream. There was this guy in this sort of spacesuit just going around all these really small tunnels and it just went on forever. And it was such a vivid dream. I wanted to make a short film of it. But anyway, someone's done it for me. Minder, 2022. Great film. Check it out.
Oh, my Lord.
And that's Meander 2020.
Hark, what's on the rocks?
Love on the rocks. Ain't no surprise.
Well,
So
I haven't got anything on the rocks, I have to say.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of this, but no.
Windy Tits?
I have. I watched it today. And I don't know how you're going to feel about it.
Cold on the rocks.
Yeah, I don't think we needed another Indiana Jones movie.
Oh.
I watched Dial of Destiny.
It's a bit, I've heard it's a very depressing film.
It's not.
I didn't feel depressed.
Not that bad.
I didn't feel depressed. It's too long, as is the one with movie making at the moment.
Right.
And it just felt like the experiment with replacing Harrison Ford with Shia LaBeouf didn't work.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get another one in before he dies.
Yeah.
And that kind of feels like, it's like, oh, how can we make it even? So we've done God's melting of Nazis. We've done all these other bits and pieces. How do we take it to the next thing?
Yeah.
And it was just...
The next thing is absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what happens, Jaime?
I haven't seen them since Temple of Doom.
Right. Oh, really? Have you not seen Holy Grail?
No, couldn't be bothered.
Holy Grail, brilliant. Watch it this Christmas.
I think Sean Connery is overrated.
Oh,
not in that film. He's not.
He's not. Okay. He's really great. But yeah, the kind of the magic.
He's got a funny hat, hasn't he? That's his thing.
Yeah, and an umbrella. But the magic in this one is like, what the actual fuck?
It's not magic. It's mathematics.
Yeah. But I didn't quite understand why it's like.
And you hate mathematics with them.
She's like, I don't understand why he had to stay there. She was like, no, come back with me. You know, we'll get you better. It'll be fine. No, I have to stay. No, you don't. Just go back. Anyway, I didn't mind it that much. I thought it was fine. I thought the magic, it's better than the LaBeouf one for sure. The Crystal Skull.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, I think they punished him
that's
enough
not,
by
that's
killing
not a
him
very
off.
high benchmark.
It's not a high benchmark, is it? But bit of fodder. There you go. I love that character, and you know, it's yeah.
Yeah, but he's old now, right? So a lot of the witticism and the kind of you know, the devil may care. I'm just this rogue who's just gone. I'm single-mindedly pursuing this artifact, and I understand he's old now and he's been through a lot, and his, you know, Marion has left him, and all the stuff that happened in his life.
Which one was she in? Was she in the first?
She was in the first one.
Yeah.
What did she do in the second one?
And the fourth one.
And the fourth one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. What was she doing in the middle two?
She was out
skiing
of
off a couple of Egyptian guys.
but you lose all of that from Indy in this film, because that's not who he is anymore, and then he kind of gets sucked into it, not for the thrill of the chase, but I was like, oh, I've got to bloody go and save this person now.
Is he still teaching?
Yeah.
For part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about your rocks, Jaime? Oh, no, you haven't got anything, have you? All right. I'll be very quick. So you remember like back in the days where you have like your favorite, you stick in a video, then you get your trailers at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you get 3-4 trailers if you're lucky, kind of thing.
What about the shoplifting?
There was, yes. Oh, no. Way before that. I'm talking about
copyright theft is as bad.
No. Way before those days.
Charlie says I shouldn't go up this tree.
Oh, yes, that is a contemporary, but it wasn't on your videotape, was it? At the beginning of the movie.
Because I had the best of Charlie.
Oh, right. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're making this not fun.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a fun episode.
Question for you, right? And I'm sure it's a film like RoboCop, or it's one of the biggies, right? And I'm sure it's probably a film that you guys would have seen it, because I watched this video all the time. And there was a trailer for a film called The Stuff.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, have you seen the film?
Yeah.
Do you ever remember having a particular videotape that always had the trailer, The Stuff, at the beginning, or not?
No, but I remember watching The Stuff about 5 years ago.
Okay, it's just a little side project of mine that I want to know what films had The Stuff as a trailer. Anyway, I watched The Stuff.
What are you doing, wasting your life like this?
You've
only got a few years left.
You've only got a few more days until you got to go back to work as well.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. So I always quite I was intrigued by the look of that film, the trailer and stuff, and I only recently just managed to get a copy of it off of the local puffin, and I only watched it in super fast motion. It's awful.
Sorry,
it's
he's
like
a penguin, not a puffin. It's called Brian.
Oh, you might have a different supplier.
He's the one that lives in the fucking basement. How many have we got that does the DVDs?
Well, that's true. I need to brush up on my puffins then.
He's a fucking penguin.
And penguins.
He takes holidays though, right?
No.
Yeah, you might have a stand-in puffin.
I haven't mentioned that he's entitled.
If you was a
holiday,
penguin, who would you be your natural stand-in? It's natural. So anyway, turns out Stuff looks well shit. I couldn't even properly watch it. I just forward winded it. It was basically like an episode of the A-Team. There you go, with yogurt.
It's even got that bloke Paul Sorvino in it.
It has, yeah. And he runs around an airport like loads, just walks up corridors and then into coffee.
Boy, George was in the A-Team, wasn't he?
He was.
There you go. That's the fact for you. Well, I can't say, come on, let's move on. It's not my show, is it, Laurie?
It's not your show.
Well, come on then.
Shh. Come on, let's move on. Hark! Can you hear that? It's the trailer trawler. Anything? This is old stuff. For me, it's pointless. The Killer. Wyndham, I think you might need to go and see David Fincher's, whatever his name. What's his name? David Fincher.
Seen it.
Were there any trailers before Wonka? You two wankers.
Yeah, it's a kids' film, so I can't even remember what they were.
Oh, come on.
There was a trailer.
Ghostbusters 2.
Oh yeah, that actually looks quite good. But there was a trailer. So where I'm, as you know, I moved and I live in a nice part of the country.
So tell people where you live. When
A
you
lighthouse. He's moved
The
room. He lives in
trailer-
a different part of the lighthouse.
Right, there's a lovely little independent cinema quite close, and the
Near the
trailer
lighthouse.
is for one of the local private schools.
Yeah.
So you've got all these little-
Dark.
So back
What's
in the
the
day, it was
rating?
like the local curry house, wasn't it? Is it now
Yeah,
the
yeah.
local private school? Oh, would you
Anyway.
look at that?
I've seen Killer.
Yeah. Out of 10?
7.
Okay.
Well,
I
that's
like a
good.
bit of Fincher. When he's good, he's good. Right. Anything, Jaime? No?
No.
Okay. Well, then that brings us on to our main feature.
Ooh.
Oh, Halloween. I'm not going to tell you anything about Halloween. Why would I? Samhain, Celtic Festival. That's all you're getting. Christmas tide. So original origins obviously being the winter solstice, which is tomorrow. There you go, because we're on the 20th of December right there, 21st of December. That's the longest night of the year. Every day from there on in, it gets just a little bit longer. That's why we bring greenery and life into the house, just to welcome in the summer again and remember its majesty. Mistletoe. It's been a bumper year for mistletoe, boys.
Oh.
So I've shared a lot with local neighbors and friends, and I found out today, best place to put it, according to the old pagans, is just in front of the door.
I'm really glad you've got a job,
Ward
by the way,
away
Laurie.
pagan
Go back to
spirits.
work.
Look,
Is that
I'm
what it's
giving
for?
you some
So-
background.
Yeah.
Normally, I have to listen to you talking about 2008 fucking
Yeah.
politics or something.
No, you
So-
don't. And anyway, it's a fucking film podcast, not a gardening show.
Oh, right.
But
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
I'm intrigued. So if it is
Oh.
a repellent of evil spirits,
Yep.
where does the kissing thing come from?
That, I reckon the Christians started that one.
Yeah.
That was like a bishop went, yeah, Alan.
I've got. Oh, excuse
God
me.
didn't work
says
keeping
that
him away, did it?
mistletoe means I've got to tongue you heavy.
Excuse me. I've got an on the rocks. If you don't mind. Thank
How was it?
The new Exorcist.
Oh, right. Oh, is that out?
Yeah. Well, I've watched it, so yes, it must be.
Oh, is it shit?
Well, look, I think it starts off pretty good, and then it just kind of goes into a decline. Ellen Bernstein is criminally underused, even and not about the amount of time, because obviously she only gave up a couple of days probably, but what they do to her and how it was just pointless. And also, it's like they've got a rag bag of different faiths all working. It's like, well, that's not how an exorcism works either. But I don't really mind about that. But it was all a bit stupid.
Right. I'm not surprised though. There we are. Oh, sad time.
That's some
You
points.
what? It was scary. A little bit. Right. Very quickly. I do apologise if anyone is listening to this. So,
Hold on.
because it's
Hey, it's their choice.
Yeah. No one's
What?
forcing them.
oh, that's true.
If you don't like it, fuck off.
Come back.
I don't know whether
So,
you're talking to the listeners
special
or Laurie. then.
spectacular. So we need a quiz, don't we? Right?
Yeah,
It's quiz time. But I was thinking, obviously, Halloween, we need to zhuzh it up a little. So I've got a thing linking basically one of my personal talents.
Gardening.
I've been, that's it. I wanted to mold it with a quiz. So I've come up with a thing called, well, we can work on the title. It's either called Quiz Seance or Say Quizance.
Quizance.
You prefer Quizance? No, Say Quizance.
No,
Say
we've
Quizance.
got drama degrees. It's Quizons. That's
Is
the way
it
it
Quiz
flows off the tongue.
Seance?
Quizons. Just call it
Quiz
Quizons.
Say Quiz Seance. So
Well,
it's
you
a
just
seance.
put-
Basically,
well,
we're going
you're
to join
you're
our
not
hat.
doing anything except putting the two words together without a gap. Quiz seance.
Right,
Or
theme
Quizons.
tune. Quiz. No,
Oh,
can't do it.
No, go on, do the thing.
Quiz seance. Quiz seance. Put your hands together. It's a quiz seance. Quiz seance. Quiz seance. Is anybody out there? It's a quiz seance.
Well, that's very good.
You like that?
I like it.
Yeah.
Now, can I just check that this is actually going to invoke any spirits, a la the film Host?
Quiz seance.
Or, because I don't know. Everyone seen Host? Yeah.
Well, that's it, actually. Anyone of a nervous disposition, I'm just going to say from the off, just step away.
Where to?
Just over there. You can just go over there.
I'm all right. Come on, let's get on with it.
All right, okay. All we've got to do, we've got to simply basically just join hands and keep an open mind, all right? I know sometimes this stuff can feel awkward, strange, but just any feelings that come into you, just go with it.
Are we joining hands or not?
Yeah, okay. Right, reach out and touch. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to channel, I'm going to just channel myself, open my mind, and then spirit will come through me. And there lies in the quiz. You, when you feel prepared and comfortable enough, you say your name aloud. Just your name, no more. The spirit will then come to you and ask, who am I? And you give your answer for 5 points. Not sure why 5, but just feels right, you know? Okay, right. Ready?
Are you Doris Stokes, the famous psychic?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, crumbs.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oi, 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 oi. Ah! In June 1939, I witnessed the last public execution by guillotine.
What do we have to do now?
If you know which spirit has taken over Laurie, you say your name, and then when the spirit comes to you.
Oh, will you, Buzz?
We confer upon you a rare gift. These days, a martyr's death.
Okay. Is it Elton John?
I was well known for portraying Dracula. But it was said
Wyndham.
Yes.
Are
Where
you
am I?
Boris Karloff?
No. Oh, Wyndham, Laurie, are you Christopher Lee?
I am mortal.
This is a good quiz.
I should have killed myself when he first put it in me. After the first time before we were married, Ralph promised never again. He promised and I believed him. We'll pray. We'll pray.
Hold on. Isn't that Carrie's mother?
I was in Twin Peaks. Playing Catherine Martell.
Catherine Martell. I was thinking of her. I don't know what her name is, but the one who played Catherine Martell.
I'm not a
Pippa. No.
Yes, Pippa.
Not Pippa.
Yes, Piper.
Piper Laurie. Yeah. That's 2 for me.
This is the last one, by the way. Oh, Peter, go down by the river and you might find a young boy looking at a bird. Tell him the bird is the promise of my love to his heart and his eternal wish.
Is it Lady Diana?
No. Come here, leper. I will touch you.
Are you sure it's not Princess Diana?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it Jesus?
Yes.
Oh my God! You got a good one at the end.
Dead. Oh
wow.
Oh, so how did you guys do then? Were you keeping score?
Yes,
Yeah,
I can
I won.
score.
You won. Wyndham
Yeah,
won.
I won. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
brilliant film, and the name escapes me. About seances and people inhabiting spirits. What was it called?
I don't know. Was
It's
it
on
as good
Netflix.
as
Oh, it's brilliant.
Quiz Seance? Quiz Seance. Is anybody out there? It's a Quiz Seance. Quiz Seance. Quiz Seance. I said, put your hands together. It's a Quiz Seance.
I think the thing with it was a brilliant quiz, but
I like it.
The problem with it is you don't know what standard of dead celebrity you're going to get.
No, but that's the joy of it, surely.
I mean, we looked out with Jesus, I have to say.
Is that? I wonder where my shoes went. What's going on? Before the dog had them.
Right, come on, we've been talking for like an hour.
I know, I'm sorry, everybody. This brings us to our main actual feature, films. Right, first one.
Hold on. The feature is 1983.
The feature is 1983. Is that right?
Isn't it?
No!
I thought he just gave us
It was Halloween. I just gave you some...
Oh, that would have been last time.
Let's go for that. Yeah, that's it. So, right, okay, so these are our Halloween choices. So first one, should we do Demons, gents?
Why not?
Demons, 1985, October the 4th it came out. Would you ever it? Directed by Lamberto Bava, son of Mario. Good start, right? Produced by Dario Argento. Great news. Screenplay, Dario Argento, Lamberto, our boy, Dano Sisacci, and France Farini. Story by Dano Saracchi, starring Natasha Hovey, Carl Zini, I like that one, Albano Barinini, you know, photography, Galliano Renzo Bitaccialia, edited by Piero Bossa, music by Claudia Simotti. Oh, right, so the keyboard is from Goblin. That's great. Departed, Superior. Oh, right, yeah, he did some really cool films, music scores. Budget was 1.8 million in the box office. Do you reckon it did better or worse? Guess. 1.8 million.
Probably marginally better.
Marginally less. It did 1.2. Nice try though, Winnie Bum. It was the 39th highest film in Italy. What does that mean? What? The 39th highest in Italy, more than Cat's Eyes, Silver Bullet, and Nightmare on Elm Street. What the hell is that? I don't even know what that means. There's a note. It was 39 something. I don't know if 39 is any sort of worth note of anything.
No, it's a peculiar.
But it's more. It did better than Cat's Eyes and Silver Bullet.
I mean, those are big.
It did better than Nightmare on Elm Street, apparently. Oh,
what in Italy?
It's the 39th biggest film in Italian history. Doing better in Italy, it did better than those three films I just mentioned. Fucking hell!
I thought it was set in America.
It's set in
Rome, isn't it?
No,
or Germany somewhere.
I think it is in Germany somewhere. Bear with me 1 minute, callers.
My ear cleaner has just turned up, so I wanted to try it out.
Your ear clean? Wow, you are getting posh. And you get somebody coming to clean your ears.
Yeah.
Right. What else do you normally cover in this? Get 6.6 on IMDb, 69% Rotten Tomatoes. Spin-offs, you get your Demons 2, which is directed by our Mario's son again, Lamberto. Came out in 1986, so quickly off the heels on this one. So literally a year later, there was a third film that was all written and kind of ready to go, but it seems like the Italian powers that be went, no, it's bloody shit. So they rejiggled it and they released a film called The Church, which is actually a really good film. So that was originally going to be Demons 3, but it kind of got a little bit jiggled around. It came out as The Church, which is actually a good film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. That's it. Should we play a clip?
The preview you are about to watch is for a movie that is unlike any you have ever seen before. It is for a movie that goes beyond temporary fear to everlasting terror. It is a movie called Demons. Yes, the demons are coming, and they're coming for you. Warning, if you have the courage to see demons, sit near an exit. Otherwise, you might never get out. In your theater, who will survive the touch of the demons, and who will not? Demons. With music by Billy Idol, Motley Crue, The Adventures, Rick Springfield, and Saxon. This is no dream. This is happening right now. And it could be happening to you.
And there we are. So I can't remember how you framed this. James, you get this bit running really smoothly. So first thought,
because I'm a professional.
Okay. James, can you give me a synopsis?
Yes, I can indeed. All right. So a girl on a tube gets stalked and then decides to accept the invitation from the strange masked man to go to a theatrical
film
release. And she goes with her friend, and we meet all the other cast, which are a range of different people, some nice, some nasty, some downright rude. And while they're watching the film, the events of the film strangely happen in the theatre. And also, someone bricks up the cinema with very quick cement.
Like that.
And then the girl that gets her cut in the face, like in the film, turns into a demon. And then lots more get made. And then suddenly everyone's a demon. And suddenly that very small cinema has a lot of different places to hang out.
It's a multiplex.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Beautiful synopsis.
Thank you.
Perfect work there. So what were your first thoughts? When's the first time you saw this?
When we watched it about 9 months ago.
Amazing.
I know it was only 3 months ago. First thoughts, it's all right. All right. So I while I was watching this, I did have you in my ears, Laurie, saying, "Films are dreams, Wyndham. Films are dreams."
Yeah.
And so I was watching it with that. It's okay. It doesn't matter that none of this makes sense. It doesn't matter that the performances are terrible. It doesn't matter that the script is abominable. It's a dream.
There you go. Well done. And the dream was all right.
I've actually written at the top, "Embrace the dream."
Yes, oh man, my year has not been fruitless.
Wow.
Big bunch of mistletoe and a dream in Wyndham's head.
Yeah.
This is great. What about you, James? Can you remember the first time you saw this?
Well, yes, I can remember the first time I saw it. And I thought, this is one of the best films I've ever seen. And I still think it's one of the best films. It's fucking amazing. And anyone who disagrees is out of their bloody mind.
Yeah.
Look, it has got the best kind of makeup and effects for a film of that time. And even today it stands up. The performances are not over the top, Wyndham. They're just right. Except for maybe the black guy, who really is going for it. But you can't blame him for that. He's got a good part.
He has got a good part.
A lot in the early 80s for black people, let's be honest. So he did his best. Everyone did their best. It was a brilliant story. I wasn't quite sure why the people turned up in the car or why they were snorting coke out of a Coca-Cola thing, which confused me for years. But apart from that, it's top notch.
Oh, see, that's good. Yeah, and those three kind of randoms that you think there's going to be some point to them, but you see the girl kind of get done, and then the rest of them, unless I must have fell asleep many a time, they kind of...
No, they all get... No, you did.
Yeah, they all get
you see them all get turned. And it's great. Like, you've got the couple that both have been, like, cut, but they just stay together anyway and have a kiss.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's great. And then you think, oh, my God, the ending. Oh, my God.
Yes, the ending.
Yeah.
And that's a very kind of like of the Rambo era, not First Blood era, but that just him.
I don't think Rambo turned into a demon at the end.
No, but it's kind of, you got that feeling of like Commando and, you know, Rambo. I don't know. Anyway.
Can I say, I think it's a film that is firmly in and evokes its time. From the early 80s. It's got early 80s all over it, that film. From the, you know, the music at the start, which is pumping and it gets going and focused, to all the action and stuff. So there.
Yeah, do you get what's his name? Billy, for God's sakes, Billy Idol in there.
Yeah, you've got the soundtrack. It's amazing. You've got shitloads of
Billy Idol, Motley Crue.
Wyndham, I thought you'd have liked the soundtrack because it was some bit of it.
Oh yeah, I've actually got.
You like some rock, Wyndham, don't you?
Quite liked.
You used to.
I actually quite like his limited use of no background music throughout. Sometimes it just goes quiet.
Yeah.
Well,
and then it comes in with
car.
Motley
They played a
Crue,
lot of it in the car.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not sure why we had the car scenes. In fact, I think they detracted, especially the bit where he's playing with the razor
dream,
blade
James.
and the nipple.
Doesn't that make sense? It's a dream.
Risque.
And let's not forget that there is a samurai on a scrambler motorbike, then a helicopter drops through the ceiling.
Yes,
so
a helicopter
nothing needs explanation.
Just drops through the ceiling.
Well, that's because everyone's turning into demons.
Yeah, they got out. Yeah, there's an implication for Demons too.
Oh, do you know, I've never seen it.
The gym members get rudely interrupted. Have you never seen Demons 2?
Can't be bothered.
Fuck off.
No,
it's
I can't
really
be bothered.
good.
No, because Demons 1 was so good.
No.
I think
Demons 2 is really good too.
No, enough's enough. Stop while you're ahead.
Do you promise me you've not seen it?
I've never seen it. I've seen the trailer.
He made it virtually directly after this one, and it's honestly it's just.
Well, they killed all the characters off. I've got no interest.
You get more new characters. You get all these guys that are in the gym. They're all like in tight.
Most of them.
They're in tight lycra, like little skimpy pants, and they're like, it's really good.
The concept is that they've taken over the whole world, isn't it?
Yeah, but the second one is mainly set in this kind of apartment block because they can't go too crazy. They can't do the whole world. Let's start with an apartment. Definitely watch it. It's really good.
How come Bobby Rhodes is in the second one and the first one? So Bobby Rhodes is the actor who played the overacting.
Well, he talks like that.
He's doing in Demons. He's doing kind of like a blaxploitation type.
He is,
character.
And he's doing that on purpose because he's a good actor.
Is he?
Well,
I don't doubt they're all doing their best.
You may notice he's just behind my shoulder.
He is. It looks awesome. And those eyes as well. They were mirrors. They put mirrors in there. Literally, just like when you hold the two pences, or when you go on the River of Styx. They kind of just had these little mirrors.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what else really much to say. I think you've been jolly eloquent on that, James. James. It is a great film. It is of its time.
I don't think much of Liz and her wayward ways. And I think it's really out of order to be snogging next to, I imagined it to be her husband, just because he's blind. It's like his sense of hearing is not damaged. He knew something was up.
Oh, actually, was it her dad?
No, it wasn't her dad. What makes you think it was her dad?
Yeah,
I don't know. She was like a carer, not related to him.
I thought they were partners because why was she sneaking around?
I know, it's all a bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Can I say who wrote it?
It was right, ready? You sat down.
Oh, Dario
Argento, Lamberto Bava, Dardano Siacci, and Franco Farini.
Now, do they write in English or in Italian?
They write in Italian.
So the translation could have been the problem for this. The bit when they break into the projection room and they see the projector and one of them says, these things are automatic. That means they work on their own. Thanks for that.
But I found it very scary at the time because it was really pointing out the fact that there was nobody there.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they could turn it off, but they could. Also, it made no sense. It was a really stupid idea. Whose idea was that in the group? To stop the film and then it'll be all right.
Doesn't it stop because the woman falls through the
No,
screen?
someone has the idea to stop.
Right.
If they stop the film, they'll stop the demons, which is a stupid idea.
It kind of almost felt like it started from there, though, because as an experienced audience member, you're watching it, and that's almost sort of some incantation that's coming out. But little did they know it was because it's a little virus, isn't it? A little cut.
It was indeed.
Yeah, I mean the special effects have got to be just completely.
I don't know,
that bit when that goblin thing comes out of her back.
You mean a demon?
Is absolute gold. Yeah, demon. That'd be right. Oh yeah. When it comes out of her back, that's fucking awesome.
Have you do you know what's tipped to be Christmas #1, by the way?
Last Christmas?
No.
Motley Crue?
You'll look, if you don't know, you won't know. It's the goblin song from the Christmas episode of Doctor Who.
Oh wow, yeah.
Check it out.
There's a full-on sing-song.
They've turned their complete back on sci-fi. It's now just goblins. It's like Harry Potter, anyway.
He seems like an interesting doctor as well, actually. But yeah, looking forward to that. So yes, that brings us seamlessly on to scoring this thing. Why don't you?
Well, I've got.
Can you give me the list? Because I haven't got a list.
Quote. Hold on, I think I've got a few things that they say.
Okay.
Hold on. Maybe I haven't. I've got something in speak box. Oh, I've got
a couple.
Go on.
You cut yourself. That'll teach you to touch things.
Yeah.
Another classic.
It's a good
one.
They
will make cemeteries their cathedrals and tombs of your cities.
Yeah, punchy.
And then you have with the black guy and his two lady friends. One of them says, "You see there? Same thing happened in the movie." And he just turns and goes, "It's a bunch of shit." Baby.
Yeah, that's good. And I've got one more. Again, from the movie part of the movie, then someone goes, "Whoever wears it becomes a demon." And someone else goes, "How do you know?" It says here, "Whoever wears it becomes a demon." There we go. Brilliant.
I like that. Shall we score it?
Yeah.
Could you be my beautiful assistant, James, and give me the list of how we score it?
Yes, I'll just do this picture. That'll be easier.
Yeah, please.
All right. Performances. I'll give it a 7.
I'm giving it an 8.
Well, I don't doubt they were doing their best. I just don't think their best is very good. They get a 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Effects, I've given it a 9.
I've given it a 9.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Thanks, Rex.
Oh, ring the bell. We all said the same one.
Hey.
Plot. Act.
8.
5.
Ooh. 5. Just checking. Yeah, all right. Rewatch factor.
It's a 7.
Gets a 9 for me because I watched it about 1,000 times when I had it on video. Oh, and I watched it when I was about 9 upwards.
Yeah.
Gets a 1 from me.
Oh, what?
See, the challenge we now have is sometimes when we do these scorings, I'm swayed by your arguments, but it's been such a long time since I saw this. It's like, well, I've got no reason to change these scores.
Wow, Wyndham.
Yeah.
Direction.
That's
8.
right.
7.
7.
Right. Cinematography.
4.
6. 6.
7. Sound and music. I've given it a 9 because of all the great songs from the 80s.
8.
7.
Originality.
5.
8.
9 for me. Enjoyability. It gets a 9 from me.
Gets a 3 from me.
8.
And life-changing past or present, which I never really understand what I mean here. 82.
I know what.
No, that's my old score. It gets a 7.
Wow.
It gets a 7.
I know what you mean, and it gets a 7 from me also.
It, as usual, gets a 0 from me.
Wonderful.
So
well, that means I'm
yours
going to
82, James?
Yeah, that's the one.
Mine is 42.
Oh my gosh.
Bear with
that
me.
Gives Laurie an opportunity to tweak his scores to raise this film up the list from his
Oi, shush.
What he does.
Counting and listening, not within
76.
76.
What a year.
Ooh.
Are you doing the adding up, Wyndham? I can never remember.
Equals a Movie Lighthouse recommendation score. Have we described that? Of 66.6 recurring.
Right. So that puts it on this year's leaderboard, finishing off the leaderboard nearly, in third place below Harold and Maude, but above Love Story. And in our overall big old leaderboard, which is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's what she said.
It is placed at 53rd place with Brain Dead and Night of the Demon. Ooh, two
Pretty
demon
good.
films together.
Yeah.
And that's just below An American Werewolf in London, Wood Ship Down and They Live, and just above The Fog.
Right. Good.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
In a world of digital assistantry, first there was Siri, then came Alexa. Now, Silver Shamrock Productions introduces to you Carol Ann, the digital assistant with no boundaries. Carol Ann, digital assistant that can assist in areas of assistance that no other assistants can assist. She can change the TV channel at your whim. She can move furniture whilst letting you communicate with a deceased relative. She can animate your favorite toys with stunning effect. Want to fold your entire home into a brilliant, bright, tiny white light? If anyone can, Carol Ann can. Shit, she can even melt your face off. Silver Shamrock, revolutionary, digital assistant Carol Ann. Sign up now for your free 13-day trial. She can change the TV channel at your whim. She can move furniture whilst letting you communicate with a deceased relative. She can animate your favorite toys with stunning effect. Want to fold your entire home into a brilliant, bright, tiny white light? If anyone can, Carol Ann can. Shit, she can even melt your face off. Silver Shamrock, revolutionary, digital assistant Carol Ann. Sign up now for your free 13-day trial.
Gents. Right, which brings us on to our next film. Extro.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah, Extro. XTRO. 1982. Should we play a clip?
Tony's father has been away a long time. Now, he's coming home. Extro has returned. Once a man, he is now something more than human. Indestructible, ever-changing, evil. His mission, to avenge, to possess, to destroy.
Why did you come back?
I came back for you.
Director Harry Bromley Davenport. Writers Harry Bromley Davenport. Ian Cassie. Right, Michel, right? Michel or Michael?
Michael.
All right, okay.
Flipping heck.
I might chuck an A in there sometimes, you know?
Well,
Yeah,
it can have a Michael. It can.
I think without the A, it's how women spell it. Is that
Well, that's what I'm saying, like Michelle.
Well, Laurie does have a girl's name.
Parry, Michelle Parry, writers. Music, Harry Bromley Davenport. Edited, Nicholas Gaster. Cast, you had a guy called Philip Sayer. He plays the dad. Then you got Bernice Seggers. She played the mum. You had Danny Brainina. I don't know who that is. I think that's probably the kid. Or maybe the boyfriend. I'm not sure. And then Marion Diabo. She's the very nice kind of au pair. Simon Nash. He might be the boyfriend. Anyway, so there we are. Has it had any spin-offs? Turns out, yes, it has. This is news to me until today. Extro 2, The Second Encounter. Ooh, Extro, wait for it, 3.
Jesus.
Watch the Sky. There you are. Amazing. Budget was...
Hold on, just on that. Did Harry Bromley Davenport win the lottery and then funded 2 more films?
I'm not too sure if he did those others. I need to research a little bit more. This thing cost Harry the equivalent of $60,000, right? So
what
nothing.
do you mean the equivalent of it?
Well, because obviously he must have paid it in pounds, right? It's a British film.
Right, but you're not saying how much is it in today's money?
Behave. I ain't got time for that.
Oh,
shit.
well, that means nothing to us.
I
I'll work
mean,
it out.
it's currently it cost him the equivalent of $60,000. Right, and it made $1 million.
Did it fuck? What?
It did. It did. It was a massive hit. I don't quite know where. Maybe in Italy. It was the 38th biggest movie in Italy. I don't know. But it did really well. And because of that, you got your 2 and your 3. To be honest, when we talk about this, it doesn't surprise me because I was...
Can I just to let you know that if it was made, was it in 1983? Was it made?
2.
Oh, well, we'll just take it's 1983. The equivalent of $60,000 is, anyone will have a guess?
$1 million.
No, it'd be less. $45,000. Oh, do you mean current
It's
equivalent?
gone down.
No, I thought you meant in pounds.
Now the
at the
equivalent
time.
today.
Yeah, pounds was stronger. Yeah.
I wasn't listening to the question. I don't know.
You're out, Wyndham.
Okay.
Okay, so it's £184,970.48.
Wow.
It's a pretty good return, isn't it?
You remember that, kids. Don't say we don't teach you nothing.
We should do that every month, by the way. So
we should
know
do
how
that
much the
every
film
month.
costs.
Yeah. So there you are. Did really well. Let's play a clip.
Oh,
Right.
We have to watch that again.
Okay. When was the first time you saw this, Jaime Bum?
A few months ago when we watched it for the podcast, about a week ago, and it was fucking awful. I was shocked and appalled. I couldn't believe it, and I couldn't believe how many things it was ripping off at the same time.
Ripping off?
Yeah.
Remember it was like 1982?
Well, yeah, Alien.
When was that? That was
1979.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
That's the start, isn't it?
What does it rip off?
Close Encounters. I mean, rip off. What's it rip off?
It's not ripping off.
Right. The bit, right, for a start, it's the bit at the end, which makes no sense while she goes and gets those stupid eggs out of the bathtub. But she gets one of the eggs, stares at it, and then it turns into a facehugger, virtually. A bad facehugger, can I say? Also, when they impregnate the fucking house nanny or whatever she was, the one who's sleeping with the photographer, which didn't seem to go anywhere, except for the photographer. You mentioned he had a nice time. But she got turned into like the alien queen, popping out eggs. Now, that may have been a bit before that time, but you get the point.
Yeah. But no, that wasn't, because obviously that's Aliens, isn't it? When you kind of meet the queen.
Don't look now when they're trying to find the boy.
Yeah. I mean, you're fair points. There's stuff that it touches on, but I think...
Did you not see
it? Did it rip it off, or was it just inspired?
Yeah, I think it's much more that kind of camp. And I think it's like mega unique, really. I was just I've only seen it once before, actually. That was a very, very long time ago. And I knew I liked it. I thought it was all right. Yeah. I thought it was all right.
But hold on a minute. I haven't finished. Sorry. It's just come back to me.
Have you had Chewits again? Have you been on the Chewits?
No, I'm just
drink some water and then get to your point. Blimey now, you bloody Chewits.
I'm remembering what I was thinking the other day.
Okay.
Right. Killer clowns. Killer dwarf.
Yeah.
A leopard.
Yes, a leopard.
You know, they just threw anything at this fucking film.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
No, it's awful. That's it, done.
What about you, Wyndham? Was this one of your all-time classic movies you watched as a kid?
It was not. No, I'd never heard of it. So I watched it for the first time when we watched it a couple of months ago. And I think it's fair to say, Carrie, that it's a dream through to this deeply, because it doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't need to.
I've got a point.
Which is just as well, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But actually, just the premise,
does make
the
sense.
premise, right? Is
Yes, actually, that's a good point. Give us the
bloke gets abducted. He lives in the countryside, shining light from above. He vanishes.
Yeah.
3 years later, an alien arrives on Earth and impregnates a woman who gives birth to the guy who disappeared 3 years ago.
Amazing scene. Amazing.
That's how they travel through space.
Brilliant scene.
Yeah. He then goes in search of the wife he had 3 years ago and his son. And it transpires his intention is to take the son back to wherever they're from and leave I'm paraphrasing here, but like an outpost of aliens to take over the Earth.
Yeah.
What made you think about the outpost of alien bit?
That's cool.
Well,
the end bit, the queen and the eggs, bro. He just left some goop in the bathroom or in the fridge.
Yeah.
I'm glad they took that kid. Fucking annoying, wasn't he? He's a bit cocksure, I thought. It's not the wrong thing to say about a kid, I think.
So yeah,
he was, suffering from the trauma of having his dad disappear.
He's been a little bastard.
Well, kids can play out when their dads disappear.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, getting a little bit more. Well, of course, this film is truly about the breakup of a mother and father, and the trauma that there lies in the child, manifesting into a daydreamic crowd.
Can you explain the reproductive cycle of the alien? Because I'm a little confused.
Well, there lies in the question. The mother is the vessel. She carries importance, purpose, and sometimes pride. Now, this has to form and make more of its familiarity. Oh, I can't say familiarities. I have to come out.
That's quite
you should work on that. That's a good character.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
He smokes too much.
I've got a question. How the hell do you get your foot trapped to the steering wheel?
I've drawn a picture of the steering wheel to remind me of that.
Yes, brilliant. Again,
so this is the beginning, right? Not the very beginning, but this is where the alien comes to Earth to impregnate the woman and encounters Mullet Man and Foot Through a Steering Wheel Girl.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
but presumably the only reason
this is such a good film.
It's just occurred to me why that has to be in it. It's so that given birth 3 years after he was abducted, man can get a suit.
What, the foot in a steering wheel needs to be the suit?
No, Mullet Man's suit.
Oh, Mullet Man's suit is yeah.
But he then needs a girlfriend who is good at contortion.
I have to say, as much as I thought this film was a terrible film, it's a very watchable. You're not bored, are you? And then halfway through, Lou Beale from EastEnders turns up, the matriarch of the Fowler family.
Exactly, yeah, Lou Beale, she's there. I mean,
what the fuck about the snake? What the fuck was that for? Why is he eating snake eggs? Why was that egg? I mean, all of it. Those eggs were too big for that snake for a start.
Yeah, it was like a little garter snake, wasn't it? But ostrich eggs.
Yeah, and then the whole bit about the snake going downstairs. Why was that important or relevant?
It's so that the boy could show he'd started to be turned when he killed her.
When his toy soldier grew to a mammoth size and killed her.
Yeah. Yes. This is a good film. This is good. It's so good. You're reminding me
just
again.
In case we forgot, Carrie, telekinesis.
Yeah, that happens in it.
Why does the phone melt?
Because he's trying to talk, but obviously he's very alien. Yeah, so I think just the components, and he just needs to calm down his shit.
Very Ridley Scott alien with the acid for blood thing, probably.
Yeah, like a bit melty. Do you read? So you've like learnt drama and stuff. You're reading too much into it.
Reading too much into it.
It's just got inspiration in it. Don't worry about it. It's a really good film. There's some really quite Cronenberg-esque moments in it. He's sucking on his son, not in a
on his shoulder or something.
Yes, absolutely right. Step away. But there's very Cronenberg. It's very Cronenberg.
I like the
look in
mother.
effects.
I thought she was very good.
She's great, isn't she? She's a powerhouse.
But she's not a very good mother.
Stream. No, she's not a particularly very good mother.
No, terrible mother.
But like when his dreams start coming to reality, the whole clown and the circus, the Punch and Judy, again, it's just
awful. But I thought that
evolves and evolves and evolves. This film, I really like it. I can't
say as well.
Do you know my Sorry, James.
Sorry?
The music on.
I was just going to say the incidental music. It sounds exactly like the music they had in Doctor Who in the early 80s.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's probably from the Radiophonic Workshop bit.
Yeah.
So music was Harry Bromley Davenport.
He did everything, didn't he? This is his vehicle.
I think he was involved.
Yeah.
He was very invested in this
I'm
movie.
gonna write the theme tune, sing the theme tune, write the script, direct the movie. One of the things they don't know how to play Connect 4.
When were they playing? They were playing, wasn't it Jenga?
When Dad comes
No, they
back,
were playing Connect 4. There was like 2
and there are 4 winning lines.
They were playing. They were
still going.
in the Julia Roberts film I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they're doing a best out of 3. I don't know. I've got Annalie Eggmaker. What? Effects look great in this. Okay.
So Annalie was the name of the pair.
I think some of the effects worked, some of them really didn't, and like those eggs didn't work.
I think it all works. Just let it be what it is, and what it is very unique, full of shit, and it's loads better than what I thought it was. I've got here great alien to ship shots. Great alien to.
I mean,
ship.
there is that shot that has them silhouetted as right at the end when they're taking Dad and son are being taken away. They're kind of silhouetted in the woods, a little bit like E.T.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Yeah. And then I was going to ask you, is it a Halloween film? ?
No.
Yeah, not specifically.
No.
But if he made it for 60 grand,
yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
Isn't it?
From a budget
perspective.
Yeah. Well, let's remember that that's £184,970.48 in today's
exactly.
Well, you heard it, kids. It reminds me a bit of Possession, the film neither of you liked, but a film that I love. You remember the one with Sam Neill?
Yeah. In Berlin, based in Berlin.
Yeah. Reminds me a bit like that, but obviously much more light-hearted, really. But Cronenberg, like I say,
more English.
Yeah. But no, I really liked it. So unfortunately, it has been so long, I can't really go into that much detail on it. Really, can't break away. But I really liked it.
Well, we'll find out how we really liked it by doing the scores, won't we?
That's why you're so good at it.
So performances, I've given it a 7.
I've given it a 3.
I'm going 7. No, 8. Sorry, I'm going 8.
Okay. Effect 6.
7.
8.
Plot
4.
5.
7.
Rewatch. You know you're supposed to do these beforehand, so you can't change them and cheat.
I never do.
You're always right.
Never has, and he will not.
No.
It's like Wyndham never getting life-changing fact or fiction.
Rewatch factor 3.
Oh,
0 for me. I'm afraid.
Surprisingly, it's actually much more than that. It's a 6.
Ooh. Direction
4.
6.
Cinematography
7.
4.
Sound and music
4.
1.
6.
Originality.
I get stuck on a number 4.
8.
Oh. Enjoyability
6.
5.
3.
And life changing past or present 4.
It's changed me a trifle. 5.
0 from me.
Right, so I give it a 40.
I give it a 34.
And I give it a minute or two Apologies if you can hear any noise. It's that paddock woodlot.
Carry the 3.
Yeah. I've got 4. I've got 2 letters. 2 letters.
Oh, blimey, that took ages. I wrote it out really, really weirdly. I think it's 57.
All right, we'll go with that.
What was yours?
40 and 34 for Woodlot.
Right, 57 sounds about right then. Yeah, cool.
Which gives us a Movie Lighthouse recommendation of 43.6. Recurring.
Okay, and that means that it's at the bottom of the 2023 leaderboard. So it's the worst film of the year. Congratulations, Extro. You have won.
Extro is not. It's a good, unique.
I'm only going by the facts.
Okay.
So next year, could we factor in a value for money?
No.
What do you mean? We could get rid of. I
know it changes everything.
Cinematography, because I always think cinematography and direction are very similar anyway. So I end up giving them very similar scores.
But that's gonna lump. Actually, well, I don't give a shit.
We'd have to rescore.
Yeah, let's not. But
just to
I'm
let you know,
he did it for 60 grand.
It's in 110th place, just below The Beach, and above another of Laurie's classics, Teeth, which is better than a vagina with teeth.
Yeah, it's better than Beach.
It's better than The Beach.
Yeah.
And it's better than
I don't know why everyone's
Teeth.
so down on The Beach. It was all right.
I don't know why everyone was so down on
We
Teeth.
were young. We didn't mean it.
Teeth is great. Clive Barker.
Right, there we go. It's the films of Clive Barker. Right, so my first one is called Nightbreed.
Okay. Laurie, what's your first one?
Was it Book of Blood?
Book of Blood. Okay. James?
My second one is the new Candyman film.
Alrighty. And Laurie?
The Midnight Meat Train.
A Georgia.
A Georgia.
Okay. I'm going to pick the recent Candyman.
Yes! Yes! In your face, Laurie White!
Yes! Yes! In my face, me!
And as it sounds intriguing, Midnight Meat Train.
All right.
Right, so are we going to get back on track for 2024 then, guys?
Absolutely, because this thing I do love to do. I mean, I've had my funny little moments recently, and I'm sure you both have as well.
We
so
have.
we just kind of, it's just that synchronation where we all just go, yes, yes.
As JR said, by doing the podcast, we might be able to put our troubles to one side.
I love that. And then Sue Ellen said, shut up.
Have another drink.
Yeah.